This video is brought to you by Warner Brothers.
Something about you stumped him that night. That's why you're famous. That's why everybody knows your name. You're the boy who lived.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons why Harry Potter is still so beloved.
Dear Mr. Potter, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Bless my soul. It's Harry Potter.
Fame isn't everything, is it, Mr. Potter?
For this list, we're looking at the story elements, characters, and more that have kept this fantasy franchise an important part of pop culture for over 2 decades. What's your favorite thing about the Harry Potter series? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, a connection to many childhoods.
This boy will be famous. There won't be a child in our world who doesn't know his name.
If you were born in the 1990s or later, you probably saw your first Wizarding World movie or read Sorcerer's Stone when you were around the age Harry was in the first movie. Considering it's one of the highest-grossing film franchises of all time, you would have had to hide in a remote cabin with the Dursleys to completely avoid it. The way this series starts by being geared towards kids, and its massive popularity, made it an unofficial part of many childhoods. It might have been the reason some children got into reading complex fantasy books.
I checked this out weeks ago for a bit of light reading.
This is light.
Although younger millennials were among the first generation to be introduced to the franchise as kids, we have a feeling they'll be far from the last.
See, Harry, you're famous.
But why am I famous, Hagrid? All those people back there. How is it they know who I am?
Number 9. Hogwarts is a very inviting school.
Welcome to Hogwarts. Now, in a few moments, you will pass through these doors and join your classmates. But before you can take your seats, you must be sorted into your houses.
Many young Harry Potter fans were probably crushed when they didn't receive their Hogwarts letter. That is a testament to how much the series made audiences want to attend the magical school. While at Hogwarts, you could learn spells, uncover secrets, and get sorted into a house that fits your personality to a T.
There's talent, oh yes, and a thirst to prove yourself. But where to put you?
The castle's elegant and unique design instantly enchanted us. And Hogwarts was perfectly recreated with visual effects, and according to Insight Edition's Harry Potter Film Vault collection, practical touches like over 350 real candles in the Great Hall.
It's not real, the ceiling. It's just bewitched to look like the night sky. I read about it in Hogwarts, a history.
There's no school that looks like or had an impact quite like this alma mater of witches and wizards. Is it too late for us, other older fans to get a letter? Number 8, an inspirational story.
No, you've made a mistake. I can't be a wizard. I'm just Harry. Just Harry.
After being orphaned at a young age, Harry spent most of his childhood being treated as an outcast among muggles. When he's finally welcomed into the wizarding world, he learns that one of the most dark wizards in history eliminated his parents to try to get to him. But Harry doesn't let his harsh upbringing or tragic past stop him from living a full life.
Seeker, but first years never make the house teams. You must be the youngest Quidditch player in a century, according to McGonagall.
He finds friends, succeeds at school, and overcomes obstacle after obstacle that stands in his way. Watching him persevere through tons of adversity is just as inspiring now as it was then. Harry's story is and will continue to be a great reminder to never give up.
To Mr. Harry Potter, for pure nerve and outstanding courage, I award Gryffindor House 60 points.
This video is brought to you by Warner Brothers. After this countdown, be sure to check out our amazing Rube Goldberg machine inspired by Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Link in description. Number 7. Many memorable quotes.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
It would take a whole lot of parchment to write down all of the iconic quotes that appear in the franchise. The first film alone contains countless lines of dialogue that we still remember by heart 2 decades after it premiered.
Mr. Potter, our new celebrity.
While certain quotes are just fun to say, other words carry deeper meanings that still resonate with us today. Dumbledore especially has a knack for delivering wonderful words full of both warmth and wisdom.
It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to your enemies, but a great deal more to stand up to your friends.
What makes his and many more quotes so magical is that you don't need to understand the wizarding world to appreciate them. By crafting memorable and relatable dialogue, the franchise ensured that we come back to listen to our favorite words time and time again.
Besides, you're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Number 6. Storylines and themes that reflect real issues.
You don't want to go making friends with the wrong sort. I can help you there. I think I can tell the wrong sort for myself, thanks.
In between intense Quidditch matches and battles against evil wizards, the franchise often introduced us to realistic conflicts. From the very beginning of the story, Harry had to cope with his feelings of grief over losing loved ones. And over time, Harry faced even more complex issues like dealing with corrupt authority figures and his own mortality. Seeing how he dealt with all these issues helped audiences recognize and address these problems in their own lives. The conflicts presented in Harry's magical world can still help us tackle real problems today.
It does not do to dwell on dreams, Harry, and forget to live.
Number 5. Excellent character development.
Only I'm head boy, and I'm holding the Quidditch cup. And bloody hell, I'm Quidditch captain too. Hello, good.
Since the Harry Potter franchise features so many characters, it is astounding to see how many of them grow and mature over time. Each member of the main trio learns to overcome their flaws and challenges to embrace who they are.
Harry, it's you that has to go on. I know it. Not me, not Hermione, you.
Students like the Weasley twins Fred and George, Draco Malfoy, and Neville Longbottom are all fleshed out as well. Giving all these characters three-dimensional personalities makes it easier for the audience to identify and remember them. It doesn't matter whether your favorite character is the boy who lived, a certain Slytherin, or a socially awkward Gryffindor. Chances are they'll undergo some major and realistic growth as the series goes on.
No, I won't let you. You'll get Gryffindor into trouble again. I'll fight you.
Number 4. A host of unforgettable antagonists.
I'm warning you now, boy. Any funny business, any at all, and you won't have any meals for a week.
Harry Potter has been up against despicable and vicious antagonists from the start. His aunt, uncle, and cousin instantly became unlikable because of the many ways they mistreated him. Quirrell initially seemed like a timid teacher until he shockingly revealed that he had sinister intentions. And even when the Dark Lord Voldemort is hanging around on the back of someone's head, he is still extremely dangerous. Every single adversary that was introduced to the overall story had their own distinct personality and specific motivations for committing their acts.
There is only power, and those too weak to seek it.
This made the antagonists stand out as much as the heroes. To this day, it's immensely satisfying to see opponents like Voldemort rise, only to watch them fall. This video is brought to you by Warner Brothers. After this countdown, be sure to check out our amazing Rube Goldberg machine inspired by Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Link in description. Number 3. Limitless story potential.
What happened down in the dungeons between you and Professor Quirrell is a complete secret. So, naturally, the whole school knows.
Although Harry solved a lot of mysteries during his many adventures, we still have plenty of questions about the wizarding world. What are the ghosts outside of Hogwarts Castle like? Did Fluffy have a happy life after the events of Sorcerer's Stone? Are there more stories featuring James Potter, Lily Potter, and Snape that we never even knew about? And that's just scratching the surface.
First, and understand this, Harry, because it's very important. Not all wizards are good. Some of them go bad.
By building such an expansive and mysterious world, the films opened up to so many more stories.
Does that mean, with the stone gone that is, that Voldemort can never come back?
Ah, I'm afraid there are ways in which he can return.
Number 2. Fantastic female characters.
It's my fault, Professor McGonagall.
Miss Granger.
I went looking for the troll. I read about them and thought I could handle it.
The Harry Potter franchise is full of iconic, strong, and wonderful women. Professor McGonagall is the stern professor with insane transfiguration skills and a heart of gold. Molly Weasley's the strong mother who's always willing to go the extra mile for her children, even acting as Harry's maternal figure. And honestly, Harry and Ron would never have made it to the end of the story without Hermione's intelligence, courage, and unrelenting loyalty.
You're a great wizard. You really are.
Not as good as you.
Me, books, and cleverness.
The list of great witches we meet in the franchise simply goes on. Seeing strong and complex heroines represented in the fantasy genre was incredibly important when the franchise began. Today, many of these women are still seen as role models.
5 points will be awarded to each of you. For sheer dumb luck.
Before we sort out our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Memorable costume and makeup design. The Harry Potter Film Vault collection by Insight Editions said wizarding wear was designed to be both magical and modern.
You two better change into robes. I expect we'll be arriving soon.
The franchise depicts different kinds of love. Familial love, friendship, and romantic love are all explored and valued.
This kind of mark cannot be seen. It lives in your very skin.
What is it?
Love, Harry. Love.
A great overall plot full of action, mystery, and hidden secrets, with plenty of shocking twists along the way.
You? No, it can't be. Snape, he was the...
Yes, he does seem the type, doesn't he?
There's a unique language. Words like Alohomora and Quidditch are still fun to say.
Alohomora.
Alohomora.
Standard Book of Spells, Chapter 7.
All the music is iconic. We still listen to the magical soundtracks today.
Of course.
What is it?
Number 1, a huge and active community.
Welcome back, Mr. Potter. Welcome back.
Doris Crockford, Mr. Potter. I can't believe I'm meeting you at last.
No matter where you travel around the world, you are bound to find a Harry Potter fan. The countless people who love and appreciate his fantastic story are all part of a huge community. These loyal fans have remained so by cosplaying as the various characters, rewatching or rereading their favorite scenes, and even playing a grounded version of Quidditch.
I'm telling you, it's spooky. She knows more about you than you do.
Who doesn't?
If you ask us if the franchise will remain a huge part of pop culture, the only response we can give is always.
All right. Hermione?
Never better.
This video is brought to you by Warner Brothers. Own Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on digital and Blu-ray now. After this countdown, be sure to check out our amazing Rube Goldberg machine inspired by Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Link in description.